Okay, this is the beginning of the next series of this little escapade I've got going on. I've got a car in here that is that I've owned for it's probably been about 15 years, and we're gonna do a walk around of this thing. And my son's fixing to come out here, and he's gonna help me do some things. We're gonna start tearing this thing apart, pulling the carburetor off tonight, and probably the distributor. I'm not sure what all I'm gonna let him do. Whatever he does is kind of going to be something that's fairly easy. I'm not going to put him in a spot, but I'm going to do a walk around of this thing and show y'all what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, this is known as the third gen Camaros. This is a 91 model RS. This thing was born 305 throttle body. This has had two different engines in it since I've owned it. The factory engine is sitting right over here. I've still got it. It's a 305 throttle body. I put a set of head gaskets in it a few times. Got tired of fighting with it. Come across a small block and built it about 12, 15 years ago. And actually had that motor in another car. So I sold the car and I ended up with just the motor sitting in here in the shop. So I just decided to put that motor in this car, which was probably one of the worst things. I should have just left this thing alone, because believe it or not, it was a really nice car before I started trying to make it different. I should have just left it factory. I'll show you the inside. It's just your old raggedy Camaro. It's not a T-top car. It's a hard top car. It's automatic. Still has factory $700 4 transmission in it. It does have newer model seats in it, but other than that, I do have the door panel. I was changing the regulator motor out and got sidetracked. This thing is just, like I said, it's got newer model Trans Am seats in it. That's about the only thing different other than factory. I do have an aftermarket oil pressure gauge. It is power windows, power door locks, and that's about the gist of it on the inside. We'll show you under the hood. All right, here's the engine in this thing. It is the block is a 010 block. It is probably a late 70s model. It's 60 over, got flat tops in it, about a 500 lift cam. It's not built by any means. It's got camel hump heads on it, 202, 160 valve. It's got, what else has it got in it? It's got studs and guide plates in it. What else? It's about all that comes to mind right now. It does have 1:5 ratio rocker arms. If any of you guys know what that is, y'all kind of know what I'm talking about. What we're going to do is we're going to pull this thing out. Something's wrong with the number 1 cylinder. I think I've bent a valve. I did break a push rod in it about a year ago, and that's just where it sits. So I don't know what's going on there. I know it's not plug wire related or distributor. I put a new distributor in this thing, carburetor, or a different carburetor. It doesn't change anything. So we're going to pull it out and figure out what's going on with it. And I'm going to let Sam is going to pull this carburetor and stuff off. And let's get set up and I'll bring y'all back.
Taking the ones on the bottom off?
No, you're going to be taking... You're going to be pulling this bolt right here. Mm-hmm. It's already loose. I've loosened all this up for you. And this one holds that bracket on. See right here?
Yeah.
You can probably need to drag that ladder over.
Yeah. Go get it.
If you just put it right here, climb up on the hood of the car. Get right there and set, and you can get on top of it and look. Because I don't think anywhere you get, you're going to be able to. And I'm worried about you hitting this hood prop right here and this freaking hood falling on top of you.
Okay. So.
It's a 1/2-inch bolt right there. There you go. I'll help you out a little bit. You get to where you can do it with your hand, but we'll help you out a little.
Okay.
such long studs. Just don't drop the bolts. Or try not to. If you do, we'll find them. It ain't no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to raise this thing up a little.
I can use my fingers now.
Sometimes it's easier.
Got it. Just set it right there.
Go ahead and get that one on that bracket back there. You see that gold looking bracket? It's holding up. There's a bolt on that. Go ahead and take it off too. Should be straight back right here.
Yeah, see it.
And take that one out.
Oh gosh, I got it.
Don't fall now. It ain't that serious. You getting anywhere?
Just a little bit.
Studs may try to come out. I'd like to run this carburetor. It's a pretty good one, or it was at one time. I got to pick the carburetor up to get that off. It's hitting that little thing there.
We'll have to take the carburetor apart.
No, I'm not going to right now. We're just gonna use that other one we got over there.
This is a good one.
It was at one time. It's been sitting for a while. Probably need to get cleaned. All right, you get them bolts off?
Yeah, it's about off. So close. Okay, got it.
Now we gotta get these here off.
For the hard ones.
Yeah. Hang on, let me show you how that comes off. You just take and you pull that forward. I might have to do it. I can't do it with one hand. Hold this camera. This right here, it just pushes forward. See, it's got a little knob right there. Can you see it with the camera?
Yeah, I think so.
And this here just slides up on it. But anyway, that is your detent cable. I've got this jam nutted on here. I'll get 2 wrenches and take that off. Look at these screws. Let's see, look at me. All I did here, I put 3 different 7/16 nuts here. You put one on the back, 2 here, and jam them together. It's still got that right there can't be. It has to move a little bit with your throttle. And I'm cheap. I didn't buy the proper stuff. I just used what I had. Sometimes that's what you got to do. I'm going to find a thinner wrench, I think. Oop, there went that one. Lost one.
Yeah.
It's in the floor though. We'll find it.
I could probably fit under this car.
No, I'll find it. There's this right here. This carburetor actually takes an aftermarket bracket for the throttle valve cable or TV cable for these $700. Yeah, it's not just, it's got to be a certain kind of bracket, and you can't, the Hollies do not have, you got to buy this little linkage right here, which is probably about $50. I don't know what it is now, but I don't remember what it cost me, but it was more than I would have thought it would have been for what it is. But you've got to have it for the kickdown cable to work. And these transmissions, you've got to have that kickdown. If you don't, you'll burn these 700s up.
Is there one of these on each side?
No, that's everything. Carburetor's ready to come. I gotta pull the fuel line off, and then we'll get that nut off right there. Be able to pull this thing off. I'm gonna raise it up a little. I'm gonna pull that nut off of there. See that nut I'm talking about? Right here. Let me get the fuel line loose, and then we'll be ready to take it out. Line is right here. Got 2 hose clamps on it. This must have been leaking or something, and this is my way of fixing it. Just put another hose clamp on there. This is probably the way it's going to run in with the next motor. Seemed to have worked on this one, so. There we go. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off too. I can get it out there. Let me pull this heater hose off too. So did you have fun at school today?
Yeah.
Just you, huh?
Didn't do much.
Well, that ain't good. Now here we go. We're gonna pull this thing. Hopefully we don't see nothing crazy under here. What did I forget? Got the booster hose.
How old is that carburetor?
Man, I couldn't tell you. I've had this thing, I don't know, I probably had this carburetor for, I don't know, it is a 3310 carburetor. It's just your 750 dual line Holley is all this is. It's not a double pumper, it's just a dual line. We're gonna pull this distributor cap off, wires and all. I'm gonna pull the wires off, and he's gonna pull them off on that side, just pull them off the plugs. Come here and I'll show you what I'm pulling off. See these orange boots?
Yeah.
Grab that, pull. Pull the rest of them, and I'll get this other side. This side here ain't gonna be, it's not as bad. Just pull it straight off. If you can't get it, I'll get it.
I got one.
Two more.
Got that one. Hop up on the car, get this one. It's like, oh gosh, it's like embedded into the thing. It's like one with the head, or whatever that thing is. My hand can't fit.
Your hand, watch that prop right there. Don't hit this. I need to put vice grippers. Let me get something put right there. If it does, we do bump it. It'll fall on you.
Describe it with this. I can't describe it with this thing.
Huh?
I'll just like grab it with this.
Well, I don't know that you can get that in there.
So I can't really fit my hand in there. Got those other two off though. Got it.
We're gonna leave all these wires on here, and I'm just gonna pull that bolt loose, the hold down bolt loose, and we're gonna pull the distributor and all out of this thing. There's a bolt down in here. It's a distributor hold down bolt. If you see that little bracket right here, I'm gonna try to zoom in. Right here. That bolt right there is what holds your distributor down, and it also you can loosen that to adjust, or, advance or retard your timing. I'm gonna just take that, loosen it up, slide it back. I'm gonna pull this distributor. All right, you wanna see? Look here. I don't have they make a fancy little wrench for this, but I don't. If you just get it loose enough, it'll slide back enough to where you can get the thing out.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do it. When you get that loose enough, you can just grab that distributor and turn it and be able to get on this thing pretty easy. See, it's loose enough now. You just grab it and slide it back. Unhook all of your, or at least the two going to the car. You got a tack wire here and a battery wire. That goes into the parts of the car. The rest of this stuff should be, you just want to look over it, make sure nothing is catching anything. It's ready to pop out now. Grab it right here. We may have to pull the cap off and get it out anyway. I bet we do. I bet there's not enough room. Let me go to the other side. Yeah, we're probably going to have to pull that cap. I bet I don't have enough room to. No, I'm not have enough room. Let me pull the cap off. Anyway.
Where's the battery at?
I don't have one right now. Do not have one. These, there, they just got little locking tabs. You just twist and they lock on the bottom of the distributor. See how they're turning? Look here. See that? Oh, you just got a little spring in it, you just push it down. When you push it down, it'll lock down underneath your distributor there. This is a brand new, well, not brand new. It is it's one of those $50 specials off Amazon.
It looks about brand new.
It's a $50 distributor off Amazon. It was new. But I mean, that ain't saying anything. It may not be a good one. Seem to do good or decent on this. All right, now we're ready to pull this thing. You wanna, see, it just fell back down. Look here. See, there you go. There's your distributor. See what that does is when you put it down in there, it slides in with your oil pump shaft and spins your oil pump, makes your oil system work. See, down there?
Yeah.
When that turns, when your crank stuff turns, your cam turns right here, spins all of this, spins your oil pump, spins your rotor button here, it sends fire out through your cap, and it goes from your coil to your cap to your plugs. That's how you get spark. Pretty vague.
It's complicated.
I make it sound complicated, but it's really not. But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to come in here tomorrow and I'm going to go ahead and finish this out, or at least get the motor out of this car. I don't plan to reuse the serpentine system. I don't know, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'd rather not. I mean, it's a bunch of crap that it doesn't even have to be used. And all I really want to run is an alternator and a water pump, a power steering pump anyway, so. But other than that, we'll get you in here and let you see what we've done. And then we'll go from there.